Hello and welcome to this very special edition of the Living Healthy Today podcast. My name is Carol A. Cohen, and we're going to be doing the introduction for our 4 Weeks to Keto series. So a little bit about me. I'm a holistic nutritionist, sports nutritionist, health and wellness consultant, weight management consultant, and master nutritionist. And that formal education has certainly taught me about a lot of different health topics, but I really think the most important information was the experience I had after years of being the patient. So I've had health issues my entire life, from digestive issues to, being slightly overweight, just poor organ function, inflammation, some autoimmune conditions, headaches, you name it, general fatigue, lots of things like this. And for me, although I was well aware of nutrition, I was taking a lot of supplements, but when I discovered the ketogenic lifestyle, it was life-changing for me. And I was already eating a healthy diet. I was gluten-free. I was low carb, right? I was doing all the things that I knew to do. But one of the most life-changing things that happened for me when I switched over to the ketogenic lifestyle was the increase in mental clarity, my increase in energy. I had better blood sugar levels. I noticed that a lot of pain and inflammation that I had just kind of learned to live with just simply melted away. And I didn't even really know I had that problem until I went keto and it melted. It's kind of like you get used to pain, you live with it, and you only notice it when it's gone. So that was my experience, and that was 5 years ago now. And I will never not be keto, because we're talking about a lifestyle, not a fad diet, and the ranges of food is amazing. And in this episode, we're going to introduce you just briefly to what this 4-week series is and what you can expect, and a little bit about keto. And then we'll go into detail, giving you all the information that you're looking for as far as how to successfully make keto a lifestyle if that's what you want to do. And with that, let's jump into our wonderful disclaimer. Just remember that any product information we talk about has not been evaluated by the FDA. Any products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. We don't offer medical advice. Please consult with your personal physician if you feel like you should. And then also remember that the system we're going to talk about in the 4 weeks to keto is what we call a challenge. And that means that it's a system that promotes an active ketogenic lifestyle, which is going to include products, which is going to include supplements, and dietary and exercise guidance. The average weight loss expectation is approximately 1 to 2 pounds per week, up to 15 pounds total. Well, here are some of the amazing benefits of the ketogenic lifestyle. And one way to remember this is the I Am Keto acronym. So the first one is inflammation. Now, I talked about my story with inflammation, right? And that's a common one. Appetite. If you're one of those people that's hungry all the time, you never can get full, you're going to love this change, because this will actually allow you to get those cravings under control. Mood. So whether your moods go up and down all the time, whether they're just down all the time, right? This is an amazing one for making sure that our brain and emotional health is functioning as well as it can. Keen mind. This is the clarity of mind, the being able to think, the not having all the what did I go into that room for kind of moments, right? Energy. Energy when you're burning fat is so much higher than when you're burning sugar. Thinning, also known as fat loss. And then ovulation/hormones. The ketogenic lifestyle is very, very balancing overall for our hormones. So those are just some major benefits that we can experience with the ketogenic lifestyle. You may be familiar with those benefits or others, but here are some things that just keeps getting better. And this is one of my favorite things with a ketogenic lifestyle. There's no downsides. There's just additional benefits. So if you need to go gluten-free, one of the challenges is, okay, I've got to go gluten-free. One is, can I find food that tastes good that I can use to replace my gluten-containing foods? That in and of itself is a challenge. And even worse than that, most of the gluten-free foods are higher in sugar and carbs than the original gluten-containing ones. So you get rid of one toxin, the gluten, but you still keep harming your health, your inflammation, and your blood sugar by intaking an even higher amount of sugar and carbs. Well, the ketogenic lifestyle is gluten-free without you even having to think about it, and we have incredibly delicious, satisfying replacements. So to me, if I needed to go gluten-free, I would automatically go ketogenic because I went gluten-free first, hated it, the food was awful. And when I went keto, I'm like, okay, I can do this forever because the food is delicious and I have amazing options. You can also do keto dairy-free, and it's one of the most delicious and filling ways to do dairy-free as well. Now, you don't have to be dairy-free, but if that's something you need, many recipes are already out there. There's entire dairy-free cookbooks, and many of the recipes that use dairy products are easily convertible as well. Now, what if you're just in that camp of, you know that your diet isn't very healthy, but you don't really know what to look for? You know, you read this, you read that. It's like, avoid this chemical, avoid sugar, avoid everything, right? And you're like, I don't even know what to eat. The principles of the ketogenic lifestyle are so amazing this way because what they do is they automatically lead you to the healthiest, most natural food that we have available that will support your health in every single way. And you don't really have to think about it. You don't even really have to dig terribly deep into reading labels or learning about all the things you should avoid because keto foods as a whole simply don't have them because we're returning to a natural based diet and it's food the way nature and God created it, the way it was intended for us to eat. And that leads us into the avoiding toxins like pesticides and preservatives. Real whole foods that are in the ketogenic lifestyle, as a general rule, do not even have these pesticides or preservatives. For example, most of the Roundup that you're going to encounter, you'll find in things like wheat and corn and soy, right? And in the ketogenic lifestyle, we avoid those things altogether. So we have much less chance of even encountering that Roundup. And that's just one chemical, right? Because we don't do processed food in the ketogenic lifestyle, so we get rid of all the colors, all the artificial flavorings, right? And we can really transition very easily without you having to think too hard into that healthy lifestyle. This is also perfect for families. It's very customizable, whether you need a strict, no cheating ketogenic lifestyle, or you just want to follow a general ketogenic lifestyle. It's very doable, so you don't have to cook 2 meals if you have children, if you have one person with a particular health issue. It's extremely customizable and very delicious. Everyone will love it. So for me, I just see the ketogenic lifestyle as a win-win-win-win. Whether you need to do this because you have a child with behavioral issues, whether you're doing it to lose weight, to balance your blood sugar, or just have a healthier diet to avoid toxins, makes no difference. You get to get all the amazing benefits of the ketogenic lifestyle. And then let's talk a little bit about how we do the ketogenic lifestyle. Because for us, this is a lifestyle. It is not a fad. It is not a temporary diet program. And that is because when we do keto, you know, I'm not a big fan of a lot of what I'm going to call health foods. Like, I'm not a kale smoothie kind of person. I like ice cream and pizza and hamburgers, you know, all this stuff that normally we don't think of in the health range, right? Well, that is why keto is a lifestyle, because we can have all of these foods. Even your favorite breakfast foods like waffles and pancakes, we can make them keto and they're absolutely delicious. And so because we have a wide range of foods and we can have the things that we're used to, this isn't something that is restrictive or you have to go off of after a while because you're so bored. So you get all the foods you love, and these foods fully support your health instead of damaging it. Because we don't just eat for nutrition or because our bodies need it for energy. We eat because eating is fun. We eat for pleasure, right? So we have to have, in any lifestyle, it has to include those things that normally are on the unhealthy list, or we're not going to be able to stick to it. And then finally, we use products that simplify your keto experience and greatly enhance your chance of getting the results you want. And by using these products, we can make it easier to get started. We can help you if you are in an extremely stressful time, you know, you're having a hard time with food maybe. These are great go-tos, and you'll just feel much better through the process. So this is a comprehensive lifestyle program, and don't let that scare you, because we take this one step at a time, one meal at a time, and one step at a time. Anybody can get there. So let's talk a little bit about the products we use and recommend. And You can do keto many different ways. You can just jump into changing your diet, right, and do it all through diet. That is by far the most difficult way because you have to be perfect on your diet, right? And you're also maybe not addressing some of those underlying health concerns. So while you're moving over toward better health, if you want to get there faster, if you want to lose the weight faster, if you want to see your health conditions improve more quickly, maybe more completely, then we like to encourage you to incorporate some of these products. And this package is the one that we like to start with. You'll see there's 5 products in it. And we're not going to go over in this presentation all the details of this package. We have lots of other videos that you can watch that go over what each of these things do. But inside these 5 products, we are working on your inflammation levels. We're helping you detox. We're going to help you support your digestion, which is critical, especially if you want to see that weight loss. And then energy and stress management. So some of the products in this package really help the body cope with stress and give you more energy. There's lots of superfoods and antioxidants, and that's especially important in today's environment because we need that to fight back against a lot of the things we encounter. There's really powerful immune support, again, really important in this day and age. And then we're also going to get that thyroid and kidney support. And one of the things I think that maybe gets overlooked sometimes with weight loss or even rebuilding your health is that if your thyroid isn't functioning, you're going to struggle. And it's the same thing with your kidneys because it's a major elimination system. We can improve cardiovascular health and circulation, again, a very big deal for overall health, and we can give the body a leg up on those blood sugar levels. One of the things about keto is that we are going for balanced blood sugar levels, and the closer we can get, the better off your keto experience is going to be. The better you're going to feel, the better your moods are going to be, and the more you're going to lose the weight if that's your goal. Now, moving forward, those are the basic nutritional core products that we like to see people do keto with. And there can be some customization, right? But it can be based on your need or wants or budget, right? But what I will tell you is our most successful keto champions, without exception, have used these products. And we see a very different experience when someone just does diet or when they use some of these products. It is not the same. In fact, if someone comes to us that's participating in one of our challenges and is struggling and says, hey, what's going on? We'll often ask, are you using these products? And if they're not, we'll say, give that a try. Let's see if it can support the body's ability to work on some of these underlying health concerns, and let's see what happens. And time after time, that's what's needed to jumpstart that and really get back to that place where the body can take full advantage of the ketogenic lifestyle. And then we have keto-specific products, so our boosted keto products. And again, we're not going to go into great detail. We have other recordings that do, but I just want to mention what they are. So the Keto Fuels are meal replacement shake, and you can use it just like that as a shake. You know, if you're too busy to cook, you're on the go, whatever, you don't have time, that's a great fallback. And this is also one of the main products that we use in cooking. So we can use it to make ice cream, we can use it to make waffles and pancakes. It's absolutely delicious. I was blown away the first time I had it. It's absolutely delicious. So that is one of the foundation stones for sure. And then the Burn, they're essentially an energy and craving type product. We like to jokingly call it willpower in a bottle because when you start this journey from your normal diet to the ketogenic lifestyle, especially if you were eating a higher carb, higher sugar diet, you can have some cravings. And the Burn really stops those cravings, helps you feel fuller, and gives you that energy. So this product is used especially in the beginning. After you've transitioned, you may or may not need it. And then the coffee, if you're a coffee drinker, this can be used as a breakfast replacement or for intermittent fasting or just in between meals, however you want to do it. This is probably one of our favorite products for our coffee drinkers just because it's such an easy switch and most people are already buying coffee. It's also organic, which is a big deal because non-organic coffee is the second most pesticide-laden beverage in the world. It's second only to tobacco. So every time you're drinking coffee, if you're drinking regular coffee, you're taking on a massive amount of chemicals if it's at least not organic. That's another reason that I love that keto coffee. It's got some extra fat, so it helps you meet your macros, your fat ratios there. And then the Infinity Oil is something that is newer to our line of keto products, and it's an absolute game changer Because what Infinity does is it helps to redirect the fat away from your hips or wherever else it might be storing and really up to the brain. So you have better mental function, you're thinking clearer, and the fat isn't sticking in places we don't want it to. There's actually studies on the Infinity helping with weight loss just by itself, but when we combine it with a ketogenic lifestyle, we see massive changes, and people that have been plateaued, they come off those plateaus, and it really just moves people quickly. And that's an important thing, because when you're starting to make a change, the faster you can see results, the better, because the more likely you are to then be motivated to say, okay, let me keep going because look, it's working. And then if you're looking for those exogenous ketones, you can get the Kick, which is just an additional support product. And then let's talk about some of the resources that we have for helping you learn about the ketogenic lifestyle. So first off, let's talk about the Is Keto Right for Me, and then we'll talk about the cookbook and the recipe subscription. So we already started with this slide in the beginning. This booklet is an interview with a ketogenic expert, Dr. Lindell, and it explains how keto works, why it works, some of its benefits, and what's happening to the body. It also answers questions like, isn't eating high fat going to ruin my cholesterol? Isn't it going to be hard on my heart health? How do you eat fat and not get fat, right? There's so many things that are answered in this book, and it's written, it answers a lot of the medical and scientific questions, but it's in very, very plain, easy to understand language. It's just a short booklet. Highly recommend it to help you understand that. It's also a great tool to share if you've done the ketogenic lifestyle and you'd like to introduce it to someone else, but they're not sure about it. This book is one of my favorites. And then if we go back to this cookbook, the Make It Keto Cookbook by Jennifer Winder. Now, Jennifer Winder is a professional chef by trade, but she also has children. She's not interested. She's busy, right? She's not interested in cooking separate meals, but she really likes the ketogenic lifestyle and likes to come up with great food. And so when she does a recipe, she goes through many renditions of it until it's perfect, and even her kids like it. And this cookbook is probably the best starting cookbook I've ever seen, because it has so many of those basic foods that we think we can't have on keto or we don't know how to make. And these, so like, even though she's a chef, these recipes are simple. You know, I'm not a great cook, and even I can do this. So that says something. And I haven't had anybody get this cookbook and say, yeah, I didn't like half the recipes. They're consistently surprised at how amazing the recipes are. So let's look at some of the things here. So this is just a snapshot of some of the recipes that you'll find inside the cookbook. So you'll see we have keto crepes, breakfast pizza, French toast. That one is to die for. We have biscuits and gravy. We have pumpkin pancakes, waffles, overnight oats, and so many more. And if we look at lunch, some of the things that you may not have thought about before: creamy white chili, beef enchilada soup. She has a whole list of amazing salads that are completely keto if you're a salad person. So there's so many different things here. The creamy white chili is something that we actually have at a lot of events, a lot of different gatherings, and it's always a favorite. That's one I haven't heard anyone say they don't like. And then when we go to dinner, we have got coconut lime chicken, chicken Alfredo, chicken with lemon sage cream sauce, rosemary garlic butter chicken. We have a cheesy Mexican chicken skillet. We've got meatloaf, grilled steak, tacos, pizza, several pizza recipes, steak rolls, pulled pork, garlic shrimp zoodles. Yes, there are keto pasta options for sure. Turkey burgers, meatballs. And then if you look at the sides and bread section, notice there's macaroni and cheese. Now, if you're a parent and you have children, you know how important macaroni and cheese is, right? Well, what if you could serve your children macaroni and cheese that didn't actually harm their health? And here you'll see we have options for potato salad. This is one that's so amazing. You know, we can serve this and people don't even know it's not real potato salad because they think it is because it tastes like that. We have loaded cauliflower mash. We've got garlic butter broccoli, and some of these recipes can be used as what we're commonly know as mashed potatoes, right? And again, people can't even tell because when you season them correctly with the right recipes, they taste the same. We have the roasted garlic cauliflower mash, the allspice muffins. Those are amazing. We've got pretzels, breadsticks. Imagine having breadsticks with your keto pizza. Fathead dough, cloud bread, and then for desserts, this is where people get super excited about the ketogenic lifestyle because we have dessert. We have it all the time, and it's perfectly healthy, doesn't harm any weight loss or any concerns with blood sugar or any other health issues, right? So we've got the pumpkin rolls, poke cupcakes, chocolate silk pie, German chocolate cookies, always a huge hit. We have the lemon rolls, brownie cheesecake, peanut butter cookies, cinnamon twists. We've got some of the ice cream recipes, chocolate mousse. Again, these are full-fledged desserts that you can take to a non-keto crowd who won't know the difference and will want the recipe. And then we've got snacks and fat bombs. So this is the other thing. Yes, there are amazing snacks on the ketogenic lifestyle. How about a layered caramel nut bar, a keto joy fat bomb, chocolate peanut butter caramel bars, strawberry cheesecake. Again, this is something that we love to serve regularly. So there's all kinds of things from sweet and savory to vegetable to those richer, more chocolatey kind of snacks. And then as we come to an end, you can find the Keto Made Easy Cookbook and Is Keto Right for Me on the wellnesssprings.inc.com website. And if you're looking for keto recipes and FAQs, frequently asked questions, make sure you check out ketomadeeasy.com. It's ketomade and then the letters ez.com. There's lots of recipes, lots of information there. There's the whole Getting Started tab. This recording will actually be there. And then the other thing is the livingyourketolife.com. This is a recipe subscription put out by our amazing Jennifer Winder, the author of the Keto Made Easy Cookbook. You can check that out because she'll actually show you videos of her making the recipe, and there's hundreds of recipes on there. And when I say subscription, you can choose to pay a one-time fee, or there's 12 monthly payments, and then it's over, so it's actually not ongoing. If you are new to the ketogenic lifestyle, if you are not a very good cook like myself, this is a lifesaver because it provides you tons of meal plans, tons of prep ideas, so much information, and just shows you how to do everything. And then, if you're looking for our core nutrition or keto products, I'm going to encourage you to either get back with the person who shared this information with you, or you can reach out to me directly, and my contact info is info@wellnesssprings.inc.com, the email you see on the screen there, and we can point you in the direction of where to find any of the core nutritional or keto products. And I also do a podcast every week. It's free. It's available to everyone. You can find that at livinghealthytoday.podbean.com, as you see the link there on the screen. And in the show notes and resources to this episode, we will put all these links so they're all clickable so you don't have to type them in. And that brings us to our 4 weeks to keto program outline. So we've introduced you to a little bit of our thinking, the way we do it. And in our next episode, we're going to talk specifically about breakfast. How do you turn your current breakfast into foods you love that are keto and that support your health? Week 2, we're going to talk about lunch and eating out. Week 3, we're going to go over snacking and fat bombs. And in week 4, we're going to go over dinner, FAQs, and maximizing results. So by the time we're through this series, you can go from knowing nothing about keto to being an expert and having converted all your meals over. And we do it, your meals and snacks. So we do it step by step. So you can focus on one thing at a time, or if you want to dive all in at once, you can. But you have resources and recipes and tips and everything you could ever want to know about turning the ketogenic lifestyle into just that, a lifestyle. And with that, we'll see you again next week for week 1, breakfast on our 4 weeks to keto journey.